Whether you are a journalist, activist, lawyer, musician, comedian, or an ordinary social media user, you can find yourself paying a price for speaking the truth and legally expressing your thoughts. Dawit Isaac, an Eritrean journalist that is considered a traitor by the Eritrean government, was arrested by President Isaias Afwerki. Isaac and several other journalists have been in prison for 25 years without trial and have never been formally charged. Eritrea is home to the longest detained journalists in the world. It's not happening to Eritrea alone. A number of Ugandans have fallen victim to unlawful detentions, arrests, and disappearances. Some civilians have been charged in military courts under the guise of national security. From politically affiliating with a particular party to criticizing the government, feminist scholar Stella Nyanzi is in exile following repeated scenarios in which she was persecuted for expressing herself. Kakwenza Rukirabasaija was also tortured over expression. Besides individuals, when Ugandan media houses hold the government accountable, it retaliates by restricting coverage or shutdown. What about Kenya? Boniface Mwangi, a Kenyan activist, was arrested and accused of facilitating terrorist activities during protests. Mwangi was holding the government accountable over the rule of law and good governance. A Kenyan software developer and digital activist, Rose Njeri, was arrested on account of violating Kenya's computer misuse and cybercrime laws for creating a tool that allowed citizens to automatically email the National Assembly to reject proposed tax changes. The situation is not different in Tanzania. Jennifer Jovin, a social media content creator, was arrested because the government of Tanzania was scratched the wrong way. Authorities accused her of making content that mocks the person of the president, Samia Suluhu Hassan. Jovin was set free weeks after she was charged with treason, a charge that still stands. During Tanzania's 2025 elections, several opposition leaders were arrested. Tundu Lissu of Chadema was arrested and charged with treason. The price of expression in Rwanda is also heavy. A Rwandan YouTuber, Karasira Uzaramba, was charged on accounts of genocide denial, genocide justification, causing unrest, and inciting divisions. He allegedly overdosed himself and died before officially being released. John Williams Ntwali, an investigative journalist, died in a mysterious car crash days after covering a story about the case of a jailed teacher and media investor, Christopher Kayumba. You have heard about Uganda, Kenya, Eritrea, and Tanzania. Is Burundi any better? No, it's not. Burundian courts sentenced Florine Ingabire to 10 years in prison and a fine of $482 for allegedly undermining the integrity of the national territory. Different boundaries, same price, paid for expressing yourself. Due to the cost of expression, some people desist from participating in demonstrations or sharing their views to protect their lives and families. But what exactly is freedom of expression? This is a fundamental human right that enables one to seek, receive, share, and hold opinions through any channel without fear of censorship or retaliation. This right is guaranteed under Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. However, can you freely express yourself without repercussions? The right to freedom of expression is exercised by sharing your views or seeking out information online or offline. Criticizing the government for not meeting its expectations, questioning religious, political, social, or cultural practices, organizing or attending a peaceful protest, Freedom of expression enables the free flow of knowledge, sparks conversations, and keeps the government accountable. However, this freedom can be legally limited to maintain public order. Freedom of expression ceases to be one's right when used to invade privacy or against national security. This leads us to the big question: are East African governments allowing people to express themselves freely? Who determines what information exceeds the right to expression? Oftentimes, governments weaponize laws to suppress these rights. Activists, politicians, journalists, and lay people are constantly brutalized by security forces in East Africa. Some citizens have resorted to self-censorship to avoid being abducted and charged with treason. No one wants to engage in certain conversations because of fear for their lives. But why should a constitutional right feel like a death wish? According to Freedom House rankings, Kenya was categorized under a partially free state in terms of freedom of expression, and it scored 49 out of 100 as of 2026. This means across the East African region, Kenya is the only country where freedom of expression is less punishable. This can partly be attributed to the active civil society in Kenya and its continuous promotion of human rights. While its counterparts Tanzania, Rwanda, Eritrea, and Uganda fall under the non-free category, with Eritrea scoring as low as 3%. Constitutions in these regions theoretically grant their citizens the right to speak up. However, when the citizens practically implement their rights, they are faced with constrictions, from major censorship and harassing activists to internet shutdowns. Even when civil society organizations and international watchdogs often call out these governments and help apply pressure and demand the release of those convicted, the government can choose to turn a deaf ear. Consequently, across the region, activism is now more digital than physical.